Well, hello, and a good morning to you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Brainley's Virtual Tour Live, the morning edition. We do have a lot to talk about. Hey, Miss Cheryl H. Tuff, good morning to you. Glad to have you here from Seattle. Glad to have you. So, Dunkin' Donuts has been diversifying themselves, as you all may or may not know. You know, they got a spiked line for their coffee, they got a spiked line for their tea and refreshers. Good morning, Nikki News. Good to see you. You guys saw it. We're going to talk about it. Joe Madison is no longer upon the earth. I'll tell you how. It's quite sad, but you know, we celebrate life over here. Then, of course, Delta Airlines is getting into Black History Month. I'll tell you how they are doing that. No problem, Cheryl H. Tuff. No problem. Now that's TV. Well, y'all know Lunel Plummer and Zeus. The accusations that have happened over there with Lunel Plummer, well, we'll talk about it. Trey Songz and Jaquise got into some things. We'll talk about those things. And finally, Ashanti and Nelly, they are expecting, and Nelly is very excited about some of that. I'd like to. Higher is weighing low is available, but either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro. Yeah, we do have a lot to talk about. We do. You see the virtual tour background, you hear the virtual tour music, and then there is me. Hi, everybody. Good morning to you. Good morning. By the way, did we have a fun time with Freddie Tiffany last night? It was a good time. I will have more intel on that for you tonight at 6 o'clock, because I have a lot to say about what happened, okay? A lot to say about what happened. All right. So let's do what we do and start this here. So we're going to start with hang on, y'all. Let me find it here. Sorry, y'all. Hopefully all is well with y'all. Here it is. Okay. So, this is real. This is real. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat here. Hey, Pastor Braylon's in the building. Yes, Lord, he is. Yes, indeed. All right, so this is a very real thing. Miss Buttersworth rolls out new Dunkin' glazed donut flavor pancake syrup. This comes to us from chewboom.com. So there it is. There you see it. Miss Buttersworth had teamed up with Dunkin' for the launch of new Mrs. Butterworth's Dunkin' glazed donut flavor pancake syrup. Developed by Dunkin' culinary expert, the new syrup mirrors the sweet vanilla flavor notes of a fried glazed donut, designed to make pancakes and waffles even more flavorful. The syrup can also be enjoyed on items like yogurt, oatmeal, biscuits, and more. You can find new Miss Buttersworth Dunkin' glazed donut flavor pancake syrup in grocery stores and massive retailers in 24-ounce bottles for a suggested price of $4.19. Now listen. Now I know this may seem a little bit crazy. Yes, hit the like button, hit the button. Hey PNT Ross, good morning to you. Now I know what you guys are thinking, like Braylon, really? Now listen, if Krispy Kreme would have came out with this, everybody would have been running to it. I don't want to hear that it's weird. Okay, listen. We had growing up in the 90s, okay? Hey Jazzy J, welcome in. We had in the 90s growing up, we had this we had like purple ketchup, we had like blue ketchup from Heinz. So I don't think that this is out the way. If you really think about it, it's actually really good branding and marketing and promotion, because think about it, right? Breakfast is a donut food. Pancakes are a breakfast food rather. So I think it's the perfect marriage. I would get it. Now, depending on how sweet it is, you know, I may only use it sparingly. But I think this is cool, though. I think this is really, really, really cool. I think this is really, really cool. So, what do y'all think about? Will y'all get this syrup or no? Not to mention, I think Miss Buttersworth also has Fruity Pebbles. They have Fruity Pebbles as a syrup as well. No joke. I think collaborations are no. Nikki News is saying no. Look, Nikki News is saying, I will go to Dunkin like a normal human being and give me a glazed donut. We are not doing this, Franklin. I love you, but no, we're not doing it. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Listen, I don't think it's the craziest idea in the world. Just plain syrup. Okay, so y'all. Okay, so I see two no's so far. Just plain syrup. Okay, you know what? I can receive that. I can definitely receive that. Listen, I would like to try at least one time, right? Because you don't know what you don't know, right? You don't know what you don't know. But I also understand too. Here's the thing: when it comes to groceries, when it comes to retail and grocery stores, when it comes to food and items like this, it is the quality of the product that brings in the customer, but it's the experience that keeps the customer coming back, right? In the same token, though, right? You gotta admit that this is giving Miss Butterworth some social media capital, right? You gotta admit it. You gotta at least admit that, right? Because guess what? People are gonna be talking about. Hey, did you see the new syrup? Did you see the new flavor from Miss Butterworth? So, it's like a means to an end. They still want to be relevant, and I get it. Absolutely get it. You know, I think they should have the Miss Butterworth Vicky squad personally. Just saying. There's a person in the world named Miss Butterworth that she's thick like Miss Butterworth in a particular industry. But we're gonna roll on though. We're gonna roll on. But listen. I can't with y'all. But no, seriously, I really do think that this is a good marketing move. I really do. And not to mention too, who's to say that Dunkin might not do their cold foam, their sweet cold foam in a syrup? You know what I mean? I'm not a sweet eater, yet it's great marketing. See, that's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying, right? By the way, can we really get a Miss Butterworth's Thicky squad going though? I'll be a judge at the auditions. I'll be a judge. Look, we'll have the Miss Butterworth Thicky Squad RV going around the country to different music festivals. Providing free breakfast, for the people attending the music festival. Actually, you know what? I'm joking about the Miss Butterworth Thicky Squad, but this is where I got from, right? So for those of you who don't know, Oscar Mayer has a Wienermobile that's actually like a whole vehicle, right? And there's costumes that can drive that Wienermobile for a year. Listen, the Miss Butterworth Thicky Squad could be a promotional squad for Miss Butterworth social media. Okay, we could do some things. Okay, now Miss Butterworth, if you use that, I deserve to be a judge, and I deserve credit, and I also deserve to be on the tour with the Miss Butterworth Thicky Squad. I'm just saying. Let's roll on. I can't. Me and my hashtag marketing ideas. Lord help. Let's roll on. All right. Next story. This comes to us from Black Enterprise. This is quite a sad story. Saw this story and could not believe that this brother is no longer here. Y'all know we celebrate life over here as we often do. Joe Madison, radio personality and civil rights activist, passes away at 74 years old. Madison was a key figure in helping to fundraise the Smithsonian Natural Museum of African American History and Culture. Joe Madison, longtime radio host and influential civil rights activist, passed away following a battle of prostate cancer at 74 years old. As NBC Washington report, no cause of death has yet been announced, but Madison did take a leave of absence from hosting his radio show in December 2023 to address health concerns. Madison, who was known as Black Eagle, was involved in the civil rights movement before he went to the airways. Often posed the question, what are you going to do about it? Madison is remembered as one of those who served as a voice for the voiceless. As Kojo Nyamdi from WAMU told NBC Washington, he comes from a tradition of activism. He understands that change only occurs when people take part in some form of movement or some form of struggle. Leondi continued. The passion is what characterized Joe Masson's entire career. This man who went on hunger strikes in support of in support causes he was invested in. When you listen to Joe Masson, you picked up that passion yourself. Madison began as a leader in the Detroit branch of the NAACP, becoming the youngest person to lead a chapter just at 24 years old. He later served as NAACP's national politics director and on its national board. As Day and Daily News reports, he began his career in radio in 1980 after spearheading a series of voter registration marches, which also gathered signatures for an anti-apartheid bill in Congress. Madison started off at WZYX in Detroit before eventually moving on to WWDB in Philadelphia and WOL and WWRC in Washington, D.C. His work at WOL would lead to a syndicated program on the radio on Talk Network and its associated XM satellite channel, which would merge with Sirius to become Sirius XM in 2008. Master was a key figure in helping to fundraise for the Smithsonian Natural Museum of African American History and Culture, raising $250,000. 5 years later, Madison would broadcast from Cuba, and doing so being the first American radio host to broadcast from the country in 50 years. With Sirius XM, Joe Madison led an incredible, impactful life. He was an invaluable member of the SiriusXM family, a treasured colleague. Our hearts go out to his wife, Sharon, along with his entire family, his devoted listeners, and the countless people he inspired. And the countless people he inspired with his determination to make the world a better place. Um, like I said, we gotta love our legends a lot more. We really do. President Joe Biden, Joe Madison was the voice of a generation, whether it was a hunger strike for voting rights or his advocacy for anti-lynching legislation that was proud to sign in 2022. Joe fought hard against injustice. Jill and my thoughts are with his wife Sherry and his entire family. In 2021, Madison went on a hunger strike to bring attention to the Emmett Till anti-lynching act. At the time, no one knew he was dealing with prostate cancer while doing it. When asked about Madison, ever the activist replied, "I am willing to die." For his efforts and assistance to get the act passed, Madison was recognized by Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi in her speech commemorating the act. SiriusXM released a statement shortly after Madison's death was confirmed, also posting it to Twitter. It's called Twitter. It's Twitter. Joe Madison led an incredible, impactful life. Sirius XM no statement. He was an invaluable member of the Sirius XM family, treasured colleague, and our friend. Our hearts go out to his beloved wife, Sharon, along with his entire family, devoted listeners, the countless people he inspired with his determination to make the world a better place. Joe Madison is survived by his wife for over 45 years. First of all, like hand claps for 45 years. You don't hear that every day. You really don't. Sharon, 4 children, 5 great-grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. Rest in peace to that brother. My husband and I will listen to his daily show on SiriusXM. Absolutely. You know, it's been it's been very off-putting with these legends that are passing away. It is, I don't know how I feel about it. I really don't. It is unsettling. It is nerve ending, and it puts you in a state of uneasiness that you really don't know. You really don't know how to engage with the world. You know what I mean? So rest in peace to that brother there. Have some more information on this story here from Urban Radio Nation. So here it is. Late last year, In 2023, Madison released a statement on his health. Rest in peace, Mr. Madison, the Black Eagle. As many listeners are aware, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2009. I've spoken candidly about my diagnosis to encourage more men to prioritize their health and talk with their healthcare provider about testing and treatments. As Dick Gregory once told me, don't let fear get in the way. Thanks to early detection and proton treatment, my cancer went into remission for a long time. Unfortunately, earlier this year, the cancer resurfaced. With the unwavering support of my wife Sherry, my family, and the incredible team at SiriusXM, I was able to continue our daily broadcast. However, upon return, upon preparing to return, excuse me, from the Thanksgiving hiatus, my health took a adverse turn, making it challenging to host a 4 hour live show every day. Currently, I'm taking time to focus on my well-being. During this time, SiriusXM will continue to air massive classics at our regularly scheduled time. I am sincerely grateful for your outpouring of well wishes and support. Sharing and I are spending the holidays with our children and grandchildren. We ask for privacy during this period. Extend our warmest wishes to all of you for a blessed holiday season. Joe Madison. So, when a legend passes away like that, there is celebrations and tributes pouring in. So let me get that up for you all. Trying to find it here. Let's see, is this it? Let's see. Let's see here. Sorry, y'all. We're live on tour. Madison live tribute. Live tributes. Hang on, y'all, because I think there will be tributes on SiriusXM. I just want to make sure of that. Um, let's see. All right, here it is here. In the coming days, tune in to SiriusXM Urban View, channel 126 on radios, and the SiriusXM app for special programming, honoring Madison's legacy. So that will be happening. Like I said, man, it is. Man, it is really sad. Just trying to make sure that they did say anything specifically here. Okay, no, I'm not seeing it, but yes, tune into SiriusXM to that channel. I will pull it up again here. Sorry, yeah, so I will pull it up again here. Don't mind pulling it up. So Sirius XM Urban View, channel 126. So let's go to Urban View here. Let's go to what news and issues. Trying to find their channel guide. That's what I'm looking for. So we can go straight to it so y'all can see what it is. Let's do news and issues. Maybe it's under talk entertainment. Let's see. Where the hell is it? Sorry, I really want y'all to be able to see. Let me just type in Urban View, Urban View, Sirius XM. There we go. Okay. So here it is here. So this is the schedule here. So as you can see, 8 p.m. here will be a tribute here. So this is the channel 126. If you guys want to tune in, okay? All right, awesome sauce. Rest in peace to that brother. Good day, all. Good day, Braylon. Hey, be more shorty. Good to see you, good sir. Just taking time out for the Joe Madison. He passed away due to prostate cancer. So just showing off Sirius XM Urban View for those of you who will want to listen into his tributes. Okay, he passed away due to prostate cancer at the age of trying to find it here. Sorry, at the age of 74 years old. Okay. All right. More virtual tour live coming at you since we are speaking about Black excellence. Delta Airlines is getting into the game. This comes to us from Black Enterprise. Delta Airlines brings Black films to the skies for Black History Month. Delta Airlines has partnered with the African American Film Critics Association to curate a collection of in-flight films for Black History Month. Delta Airlines is doing its part to amplify Black art during Black History Month through its in-flight film options. The airline has partnered with the African American Film Critics Association, AAFCA, to showcase a curated collection of movies that represent the community. For the inaugural year of this collaboration, AAFCA will work with Delta to bring Black films to the skies all month long for millions of their flyers, as reported by Deadline February 2nd. The selections were curated by the association members in addition to Delta's own in-flight team and its Black community resource group known as BO. Come on, Delta Airlines. You see what that says? Black Community Business Resource Group known as BO. That was created at Delta for us. That is how you do diversity, equity, inclusion. You don't do it for face, you do it for the soul of your customers and your consumers. I'm here for that. Proud to y'all. Proud of, sorry. Ooh. Sorry, proud of y'all, I meant to say. To ensure its movies celebrate champion Black cinema. Through this initiative, both companies hope to spark interest and highlight the achievements of Black actors, directors, and the countless others involved in the process of filmmaking. In-flight movies offer a great way to discover titles that were previously unknown to me. Share AAFCA President Gil Robertson in a statement. Over the years, I've been introduced to phenomenal stories that have broadened my point of view about different people and cultures from around the world. It is my hope that Delta passengers will enjoy a similar experience from our collection, which provides a showcase for the richness of Black-themed stories. Movie selected for its first ever collection includes a mixture of classic and Oscar-winning features, all varied in genre, but a part of the expansive list of Black cinematic history, from Dreamgirls to The Best Man, Friday to Crooklyn. These films are significant to Black households, but are also timeless general stories that can connect to all, something Delta is proud to promote. Delta seeks to be a champion of diversity through meaningful in-flight entertainment content and elevate the onboard offering with thoughtful, value-driven curation, expressed Catherine McDowell, lead content curator of movies for Delta Studio. Delta is thrilled to be partnering with the AAFCA for this special collection to help us highlight underrepresented voices during Black History Month and all year round. Additional in-flight films include If Beale Street Could Talk, Shaft, Dear White People, and Serafina, with many others in store. The movies will be shown on Delta all February. That's what's up. That is what's up. I am here for it for sure. Be More Shorty says prostate cancer is eliminating a lot of our males. Please get checked. My dad is a prostate cancer, 20 years strong, in remission currently. Black seed oil is a staple in his regimen. First of all, congratulations to your dad, Be More Shorty. for being 20 years strong as a prostate cancer survivor. Much love to you. Hey, good story. Be welcome. And by the way, shout out to Delta. And I love the fact that in this story, Catherine McDaniel, lead curator of movies for Delta Studios, says to help us highlight underrepresented voices during Black History Month and all year round. I'm glad that she said all year round, because Black history is world history, and it should be all year round. And by the way, I just want y'all to know something. There are opportunities in information, right? So I'm gonna break down how, if you're a filmmaker, that you could get it. So let's zoom in. So Catherine McDaniel right here is Catherine McDaniel is the lead content curator of movies for Delta Studio. So if you're looking for your film, that's the lead content curator, right? Okay. Then hang on. Oh, I'm breaking this thing down for you. Sure am. And then the president of the African American Film Critics Association. The president of that is Gil Robinson. Now, if I was a filmmaker and I want my film up, I would contact them to see if there's a submission process, to see if you get your film submitted for next year's collection for 2025. Then, if that's the lead curator, may not be able to get to her, but you could get to somebody at Delta Studio. You see how opportunities are in information? I'm just breaking it down for y'all, because that's what we do over here. We elevate, we help, and we love over here. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right. So shout out to that. So if you're flying Delta this month, there will be a curated collection of African American Black movies. And shout out to the African American Film Critics Association, and also Delta Airlines for being so open, and for these two coming together for a good purpose. All right. More Virtual Tour Live coming at you live. This next story. Now y'all may not know who that brother is. Okay. But that brother there, that brother there is the owner of Now That's TV. So hang on, let me see here. Give me a moment, y'all. Now that's okay. Boom. All right, so this comes to us from Daily Mail. So I'm giving y'all the context on who this brother is that you guys saw in the profile picture. Telu Belton is the founder and CEO of Now That's TV, a newly Black-owned, independent, top-rated network that's changing the lives of many content creators. So the South Carolina native Telu began his journey in the entertainment industry as the founder of Conceited magazine, sponsored by rapper 50 Cent. He later expanded his talent to artist management, photography, and videography. The idea to build Now That's TV was born when Telu worked as the manager for his client, rapper and reality star Big Lex, who appeared in Jocelyn's Cabaret Atlanta season 1, as well as the new show Big Lex Bags Collection season 1. So the network has Barbie Wants Both, South Central Baddie season 3, Zodiac House season 1, Big Lex Bag Collections, and Deja Vu Reunion. So I wanted to give you that context, okay? I wanted to give you that context on this man right here, because hang on, wait a minute. Okay. All right, here we go. All right.
I started to see a pattern. I wasn't going to speak on it until it started affecting my brand, but all these different women that have been speaking out for the multiple shows, going online, crying, being upset, saying how they got booked one-way tickets there. You know, they didn't get,
for Now That's TV productions. They were sent to
on one ways to fly to cities wherever production was, and allegedly, I'm say allegedly, legally, they weren't getting their flights back. They were being mistreated, they weren't being fed. They were pit against, five girls jumping on them, security not breaking them up. They saying, well, if you don't do X, Y, and Z, we're not gonna get you a flight back home. And allegedly, the owner, T-Love, now that's TV, been sleeping with all the cast members. Not all, most of, the certain cast members for each show.
Mm-hmm.
He's sleeping with the men and some allegedly men that works for his staff, and it's just like a big mess. It really become a nightmare. Really, if I wasn't as strong as I was to be able to keep going, and I don't know if it's my father, his past, and him just being an extra guardian angel to push me to keep going forward, to speak on this. Like, I'm gonna be the poster child, to be the one to stand up to the nonsense and speak for the women who don't have a platform, to say, hey, and even for the other women, if you want to go be on Now That's TV, if you want to go fuck or go suck some dick to get some shine, hey, I ain't hating, because it's multiple variety of women. You get your money how you get your money. But if you're one of those women who want to build your platform, to expand your brand, and want to be showcased as a queen, the queens that we know that God created us to be, Now That's TV is not the platform for you. Based off the experience of my girls who were on the show and numerous women that have come out publicly online and talked about their experiences.
So many follow-up questions, but I want to start, and you kind of touched on it, but you essentially have warned women that.
So, y'all heard that from Diamond. Here are the comments here. This is what I meant by sexy in class. I refuse to be one of those girls. Mama D, Lord help. So why is it that you keep discussing my son? Why do you keep doing interviews discussing my son? I'm talking to the host. Thank you. Do something else before I come for you. Mama D, that's her truth. That's her truth. Exactly. She wants everyone to hate and dislike Scrappy. He has said nothing about her first, and don't get mad with Scrappy. Defend himself at this point. So annoying. Well, here's the thing. Mama D, even though that's your son, and I know your mama, guess what? If your son did some upped up shit, guess what? She's got every right to talk about it. Now, if she's acting a fool, then that's not cool. That's not cool. I don't like Scrap, but you would stay supporting him, but now you sound bitter and jelly. Thought you were cool with Diamond now. Exactly. I don't comment, but either way, this is the third or fourth time she's been on camera talking about him, but claimed doesn't want to be on bother. Your son is above someone telling the truth, ma'am. That part, 28 likes now. Your son is not a saint, that part. I agree. You can't be upset as a mama just because somebody's speaking out on your son. I'm gonna keep speaking my truth. Thank you to Air Out T you got from the blog page is crazy, because if you watch Now This TV, that's it's not T, it's piss. And her show was doing no numbers. I watched a couple of episodes. I didn't think it was that bad. Thanks, Mel Shakira, but I don't know anyone else who watched or even want to watch it. So here's the thing, right? At the end of the day, that part right there, why are y'all in the comments saying she's saying something wrong? She's warning you should take heed. It's that simple. Here's the thing, right? At the beginning, middle, end of the day, your truth is your truth. And I don't feel like she really said anything wrong. There are rumors, allegedly, hashtag allegedly, about Lunel Plummer sleeping with some of the cast and passing out gifts that are non-refundable. I'll just say that. Allegedly, hashtag allegedly. And so listen, we gotta quit telling people what their truth is. Now, here's the thing. Once you say your truth, leave it be. Now, if you drag it out and you don't provide any receipts like Kelly Price did by saying that she was the only person to not fornicate with boys and not be on somebody's spouse, Kelly Price hasn't released no receipts. Yeah, I forgot about you, Kelly Price. Then at that point, you deserve to get dragged. But guess what? All it takes is 2 or more people. So this is her truth. Leave her alone. Let her be. That's my take on it. So yeah. Well, we have more virtual tour live for y'all. Y'all remember Trey Songz and Jaquise, right? Oh, Lord. All right, here we go. So, Jaquise and Trey Songz had a scuffle, and so Trey Songz pulled out Jaquise locks. Oh, Trey Songz can't come back to Atlanta. This man came to the club and said he got a Q fit the whole time in Hayden. This man danced, introduced himself to all the ends, all type of ish is in. I gave that itch is in a compliment. Man, you ussy, you 304 boy, be that love be fake, and this end pulled out my dread. You better be lucky. You better be glad them boys wasn't me. Boy, you be over there in every show. Every show we are from the A, which is Atlanta, North Carolina to Florida, all that ish. Okay, hang on.
Period. This nigga's a bitch, bro.
Hang on.
This nigga came in the club talking about rape. Fuck you talking about rape for a bitch ass nigga? Then you come outside the club and swing on your little brother. You was a bitch. Chris Brown the GOAT. You was a bitch, brother. About a bitch. That ain't even my bitch. You talking about bitches that's with these niggas? The workers? You talking about people that came with these niggas? Hey, man, fuck you, bitch ass nigga. You a rapist, bitch. And I don't give a fuck if you tell anybody anything about what we text you. Put the message on there, bro. Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. You can never come around me. Fuck you, nigga. Got to know this bitch.
So, let's go to the comments, shall we? When did he become a rapist while he was your big brother since altercation? What does the workers have to do with it? How did CB get mentioned? Why would he mention the text? Who said anything about text? Well, the text, I have so many questions. Did him and CB have a fight? He said recognize CB as an abuser too, right? So he asking for a case. Like road pair, if you felt like that, you wouldn't be rocking with Pure, or you wouldn't be cool to you or your feelings. These are all valid questions. Given that his hair was split on, he should have kept this one to himself. I wouldn't tell a soul that this has happened to me. The way he sexualized women and raped them made me never look the same way at Trey Songz again. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, then. All right, then. I see the Goldilocks here. I ain't mad at it. Listen. Hey, and then your underline on your phone. So, that is that there, but there is more to this. There is more to this. So it looks like here, Jaquise is pissed off with Trey Songz over something that took place at a club. It looks like both men were in Dubai for a booking with a confrontation of some kind took place. Jaquise called Trey a rapist and seemingly ready to tell the whole world about his indiscretion. Saying, let's see if this is the same one.
Nigga cap. I want the world to know this bitch ass nigga Trey Songz is a bitch. Period. This nigga's a bitch, bro. This nigga came in the club talking about rape. Fuck you talking about rape for a bitch ass nigga?
Yeah, it's the same clip. Nah, Chris been good. Don't bring him into this ish. Did you know he was a rapist before the fight? So y'all are in someone else's country acting like a donkey guy. Oh my Lord, not a donkey. Not a donkey. By the way, does Charmaine the guy still do donkey the other day or no? It's Black History Month. This is scoring. Let's show the world black excellence. Luther or Freddie Jackson would never. 2024 is apparently going to be the year of messy people. That part. I can't stand somebody to call someone a worker. That ish. Boys, my blood. We gotta normalize like using staff or employees or workers. If I was the workers, he would have lost a couple more locks. I do agree. That we do gotta say staff or employees. Only calling someone out because you mask weird behavior. So here it is here. Hang on. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that's not playing. All right, so Jacquees has more to say about Trey Songz after the two artists were involved in a physical altercation. The incident reportedly resulted in Trey Songz ripping out some of Jacquees' dreads. Twitter users react. So here we go. So these are a lot of videos. So here we go.
In the world be telling you they holding you try to go against it, like nigga ain't do that. That nigga did it. Nigga did it. Fuck that nigga did it. I don't know what y'all talking about, but he did it. Nigga did it.
So basically there was a fight. So story. Basically there was a fight. There was a fight in Dubai and with Trey Songz and Jacquees, and apparently altercation happened, and so some dreads got pulled. Oh Lord. So yeah, there's an article from The Root that I will be reading here in a minute, but I just want to finish playing this here.
Fuck all that. I don't care what you talking about. What the hell going on Instagram, twin? The world done lost their damn mind. Everybody done lost their mind. Nigga done lost their mind, bro. Done lost their mind, bro. Am I that much of a threat to these? Oh, look. Dick in the, like, bro, come on, bro. Like, I ain't even gonna play with y'all. Like, for real, I'm gonna chop my cheese on y'all. Like, make my own salad.
Oh, that's salad? That's a heavy salad.
No, what the hell going on Instagram today, boy? They say them black folk cutting up. They say the devil working. Ooh, we working through some of his children, not me. No, I'm God's child. I'm gonna beat a nigga that way. Let a nigga go promote himself. Let the devil use him. Fuck him. Hey man, handle your demons. I can't handle them for you. You gonna rep for the video? I'm just trying to tell the people how to handle their demons. I'm gonna lie. We try to let it. We talking about Jesus Christ. You know, the people don't talk about Jesus Christ enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't got him enough in their life.
So oh my God. You know what? I can't. Oh my God. I cannot stand my culture, bro. Sometimes I can't.
What the hell going on Instagram today?
So basically, Jacquees says that Trey Songz is banned from Atlanta. The fact that Jacquees think he can ban anyone from anywhere was he cut the plate. Somebody please bring him some food. Yeah, the physical altercation is bold. That is true in Dubai. Listen, you can't show no PDA at all. You can't show no PDA in Dubai. So for example, if I want to grab my thickalicious wife from the back, I can't do that. I can go to jail for that. Okay. There are certain things that you cannot do in Dubai. So please research different countries before you go, okay? Listen, I'm trying to see if there's anything new in this video where he talks about, Trey Songz being banned from Atlanta. So the devil be attacking me hard, but the devil being that I knew, you feel me, that he'd be like, damn, it was that ish, but I thought I loved Shorty, but God be like, nope, he ain't your partner. Then he'd be like, damn, it always happened to me. Like, man, these okay. So I'm gonna read this article from The Root. Okay, here it is. Here. Oh Lord Jesus. The Trey Songz Jackie scuffle is a good time to remind you that Trey Songz is an awful human being. Don't be surprised if you see the Survivor Trey Songz documentary one day. The Black Beyond Measure campaign. Yes, we will showcase that as a good news story. So apparently, Jaquise also posted a video repeatedly calling Songz an itch, dubbing Chris Brown a goat, and insulting the working man on 45 seconds. He's deleted both posts. Last week, Jaquise posted a picture of Bruce Locks, which was safe to assume being snatched from his head, accompanied in nearly all caps profanity lace screen banning Trey Songz, threatening him if he ever attempts to perform anywhere between North Carolina and Florida. The utter silliness of two mid-tier at best R&B singers, neither of whom has had a significant bop since Barack Obama was in office. Beef and notwithstanding, is a good opportunity to remind everyone that Trey Songz manages to still get paid gigs, also while being a well-known, reprehensible human being. Tremaine Everson is quietly cruising toward R. Kelly levels of infamy, connected to charges and accusations of abuse, mostly towards women. The latest is from October, when two women sued him for allegedly forcing himself on them sexually as they were passed out at a party in his home. So, for those of you who do not know, remember we covered the P. Diddy scandal, right? There was a story about how Trey Songz went to a party and basically copped a feel of a woman and inserted his finger into her launch pad. And then there was and this is all allegedly, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only, okay? But go back, because we do talk about Trey Songz and those lives. But basically, there was a ride. Trey Songz and some ladies went on a ride somewhere, and so he threw some ladies out of the van and poured water on them, and then it was some more women that he got some cell phones and threw them. Didn't throw them on the balcony, but held it over the balcony. So Trey Songz has definitely he's definitely done quite a lot here. Let me see here. Let's see here. So here it is here. In a new lawsuit, two women are claiming that the veteran R&B singer sexually assaulted them after they passed out at his Los Angeles area home during a 2015 house party, according to TMZ. Specifically, they are alleged that they slept fully clothed and woke up naked to Songz forcing himself onto them with non-consensual sex. In the documents, the women say they first met Trey in 2015. When they went to his concert, got invited to an after party he was hosting. They said subsequent actions led them invited to his home in August for his birthday party. The women claimed that they took an Uber to Trey's home and were forced to give a password turnover the phones to gain admittance. Inside, they said it was mostly women and only a handful of men. The ladies were pressured to drink alcohol from unsealed bottles. Both women claimed that even though they drank a modest amount of alcohol, they felt intoxicated pretty quickly, which has led them to believe that they were drugged. The suit further alleged that Songz walked up to them when they both sat down on a couch in a pool. Then they also alleged that he attempted to lead them to a bedroom where they both fell on the bed with all their clothes on, according to TMZ. They say the next morning their clothes were gone. The popular R&B singer was also naked, forcing himself onto both women. One of the victims say that Trey forcefully gave her oral sex, while the other one claims she woke up to the singer biting her nipple and forcing his fingers inside her. After the women allegedly refused to take a shower with Trey, they attempted to get their cell phones back and leave. They claim one Trey's security guard reluctantly returned the phones from a safe and called an Uber for them both. Unsurprisingly, Trey legal team has come to their client's defense, saying, same TMZ, this is yet another example of decade-old allegations being repurposed, take advantage of California's constitutionally questionable look-back window. We look forward to vindicating Trey on the merits in court. And there was also another woman that apparently Trey Songz did a golden shower on her. So the history with Trey Songz is long, and then the history is on YouTube. So I just want y'all to know that. Well, let's get back to this article here. I'm not here to get into specific details of Songz' manifold accusations and charges, but enough people have written about them to dispel any suggestion that they are just trying to take down Trey Songz, a successful black man, because he tried to buy Tubi or something. Wait, Trey Songz tried to buy Tubi? Okay. Wow, I would not have expected that. Of course, Songz and his attorneys blatantly deny everything, just like R. Kelly, just like Bill Cosby, just like Diddy. As was the case with those men, the trend of not listening to black women has allowed Songz to continue to operate relatively uninhabited. Keke Palmer, who accused Songz of sexually intimidating her, being one of his videos in 2017, spoke to the Breakfast Club about 5 years ago about how the Me Too movement took care of good white victims in short order, while it took a multi-evening documentary on R. Kelly to finally get him out of here after 20 plus years of open-air abuses.
Did you and Trey Songz ever get cool again?
Man, I have not talked to that guy. I have not spoken to that guy.
Was it a misunderstanding?
Like, because you accused him of sexual intimidation.
It wasn't a misunderstanding.
She told her story of what
I tell my truth, and I just thought it was real interesting that after all those things went down, someone else had something to say. So it wasn't like I don't like when people think that somebody just gonna be saying something just to say it. First of all, I love black people. I love my people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna try to ever tear nobody down, try to tear no black man down. That's not who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what I stand for. That's not what I'm about. So if I say something, I'm saying something for a reason. And I feel like so many times black women say stuff and nobody gives a shit. Excuse my language. Nobody gives a fuck when sometimes black women say something. But somebody of another complexion, somebody of another color, they say something. And then it's like, we're taking it to court. It's time to get serious. Hashtag me too.
And Keke Palmer told no lies in that. Celebrities like Songz tend to strategically fly under the radar, doing off the beaten path shows, and generally still clear social media, move to the other side of the plan. Like Russell Simmons, they go out of sight, out of mind, and they pop up and as us to spend money on them. Social media users knock them back into their holes like whack-a-mole by reminding the world of their unanswered for transgressions. I'll be interested to see the next time Diddy tries to promote anything. Sunlight is the best disinfectant, so Trey Songz went through prison time for his alleged crimes. I'm here to remind you that he ain't ish every time he pops his head out, even if it's to beef with Jaquise. So this is on the route. Okay, so I'm gonna play this from here.
You're doing behind the scenes, but you need to do more. Let me just tell you this. All your secrets are about to be unearthed. And by the way, it's sad that like a lot of the historical figures in R&B that we assumed were getting all the we're now basically about to crucify, just like how people crucified.
By the way, this comes to us from Hip Hop Madness.
R. Kelly.
That Trey Songz doc is gonna be crazier than the R. Kelly one. Trey Songz is the most nasty, abusive, beats the out of women. Like, he is the scum of the earth. If you ever thought you could surpass an R. Kelly doc, I promise you in 15 years, Trey Songz, his doc will. He's an awful human being.
There's an inherent danger in the music sphere, in that while we idolize music, it's impossible for us to ever truly get a grasp on the artist behind it. So, when they fall short of your expectations, or even worse, breach your ethical code, it leads to this age-old dilemma of, can you really separate the art from the artist? A problem plaguing fans from everyone from DaBaby to Marilyn Manson. The issue with trying to reconcile your love for their music with your disgust at their actions has been enough for many people to swear off catalogs of Gary Glitter, R. Kelly, and even XXXTentacion. And while people were in denial about the crimes of R. Kelly for way longer than they should have been, his eventual downfall proved one thing: there's no smoke without fire. But horrifyingly, it seems that R. Kelly may not be the only R&B singer to see his empire turn to ashes. Elevated from fame through his release of his 2005 album, I Gotta Make It, Tremaine has enjoyed a prolific run defined by romantic slow jams and ballads that helped him to amass a passionate, predominantly female audience. Over time, he became a sex symbol to an entire generation of R&B fans. But now, it appears that in tandem with crafting a musical legacy, Trey has allegedly been leaving a trail of destruction and deviancy behind him. And now, he's been dogged by accusations of dubious behavior for years, beginning with a general sense that he was all too happy to dehumanize women at a moment's notice. Back in 2012, a stripper told the police that Trey Songz had forcefully thrown a wad of cash at her face, giving her a black eye. In turn, he was charged with misdemeanor assault and harassment. In later years, it was also suggested that after getting into a minor car crash with a woman, he pushed her phone into her face so hard that it shattered her glasses. But while this could have been chalked up to a run-of-the-mill problem with anger issues, the foreshadowing of what was to come can be seen as early as 2015, the very year after Trey scored his second #1 with Trigger, no less. During a radio appearance, pop star BB Rexha discussed a run-in with Trey that seemed to have left her shaken, confused, and above all, scared enough as to worry about what she could disclose.
I went to my lawyer's wedding, and Trey Songz was there with his date. He's giving me the eye all night, and I was like, okay, what's going on? This is weird. I go to the pool house, and he literally is at the door and pushes me against the wall and puts his lips on my lips and is like, let's do this. And I said, no, I'm not trying to do this right now. He was, I was playing anyway. Something else happened, but I'm not gonna say that. But
although nothing really came of BB's story, the first real celebrity to call out Trey was Keke Palmer, when she revealed that she'd been coerced into appearing in his music video for the remix of Pick Up the Phone, and in her words, was subject to sexual intimidation. "This is preposterous. How am I in this video, Trey?" she said after it dropped. "After you found me in the closet hiding because I was so afraid of any more conflict. Literally, my last option was to hide because you all would not listen when I said I did not want to be in the video the first time. Just because you give someone food, alcohol, and throw in a little sexual intimidation doesn't mean they will buckle. Yet, you still disrespected me as a young woman, whom you've known since she was 12. In a pattern that would become disconcertingly familiar, Trey responded by essentially trashing her claims, telling Twitter that, "Baby girl bugging, point blank, period. Got my number, could have called, saw the cameras and the lights, heard action." Despite his attempts to douse the flames, the world was unconvinced, and neither was Keke, who continued to tell her side of the story whenever possible.
What did you mean by sexual intimidation?
I mean, just that. I feel as a female, often I'm put in situations where sometimes males will use their masculinity, their sexuality to taunt you. I hate to have to bring and say that and make it known, but I mean, look, I ain't the first person that's gone through. People have gone through this all the time. It would be like you going to a party where the biggest jock is there, and the whole time he's like, you can get screwed, you can get this, you can get that. You ain't no little girl no more.
With the incident with the former child star serving as the first major stain on Trey's character that made the news, this essentially opened the floodgates for a whole host of allegations to come to the surface. And at every turn, it pointed to something depraved within the R&B star that bled into all of his relationships. "Trey Songz was into me because we were both sick and twisted, and he wanted to do some sick things with me," said an adult star, Brittany Jones. Things other women are ashamed to say out loud. In February of 2018, the public outlook on Trey Songz would be permanently discolored after he faced domestic abuse allegations from Andrea Boera. According to reports, Trey attacked Andrea at an NBA All-Star weekend after she spoke to one of his friends. In her testimony, it was alleged that Trey choked her and punched her and only stopped because of a nearby security guard. Soon, Andrea's story prompted 2 other women to come forward with their own accounts of assault at the hands of Trey. Afterwards, Andrea, who was suing for medical expenses, made a heartfelt plea to her former friend rather than being vengeful, simply wanting him to better himself.
"I want you to get help. And although I'm not your first victim, I'd like to be your last."
While his alleged temperament was one thing, it soon emerged that his violence was reportedly sexual in nature too. In an incident that stemmed back 2 years prior, an anonymous woman reported that Trey Songz had assaulted her in a Miami nightclub and tried to sue him for $10 million. According to court documents, Trey was alleged to have sexually battered Jane Doe by proceeding to forcefully place his hand under her without her consent and attempted to insert his fingers into
I
Jane
told
Doe's
y'all about that.
without her consent or permission. Due to allegations of witness tampering, the case was brought to a standstill. But as Trey attempted to smother each case before anything could come of it, the accusations just kept rolling in. At Trey Songz, you forced me to do something and threw my phone off of the balcony. Refused to let me and another younger girl go, wrote Selena Powell in a 2020 tweet. Later on, she doubled down in an interview with no jumper.
Trey Songz, he admitted to it basically too. I never posted the police report. I feel like he did it like for like a spite reason, because he also like threw my phone off the balcony and did like a bunch of other he took our phones, like he would not let us leave, like literally would not let us leave for a whole entire day.
So you
we
go
were
to
stuck at his house. He like locked me in the bathroom. That's when what happened. And
soon, Selena's friend Eliza came out with a similar story that, much like Karine Steffens had also claimed, suggested that Trey had a particularly unpalatable fetish.
And then he literally just like that, and I was like, "What the f on my eyelashes?" And he's like, "You're fine." Every I know that him says the same. He took my phone and my purse away for like a whole day, held it over the balcony, was like, "If you try and leave, I'm gonna drop this."
By the way, the lashes part, that was the golden shower, allegedly. So.
At the turn of 2021, Las Vegas basketball player Dylan Gonzalez recounted her own story after she physically couldn't take anymore. With what seems like endlessly reoccurring news of the alleged sexual committed by Trey Songz, I'm forced to repeatedly relive in my mind and suffer anew the long-suppressed horror and unbearable PTSD by his very hands at a well-known Las Vegas hotel. Gonzalez's statement read, "I want to send my love, strength, and hope to all who are victims of sexual and its fatal nature. You are not alone." Courtesy of the cautionary tale that we'd received with R. Kelly, it should come as no surprise that even though Trey was recently cleared of the latter, the world is now wondering how the R&B singer could have been allowed to hide in plain sight for so long. And similarly, how this monstrous behavior even manifested. In the eyes of some, it seems as though he bought into the notion that he was a sex symbol, so much so that he believed it gave him carte blanche to do what he wanted when he wanted.
Just because you're this guy that some women has thrown themselves at before doesn't mean that every woman wants that type of energy. That's what happens with a lot of these celebrities and public figures. They think because 300 other women are waiting at my hotel and they're trying to get in my room and in my DMs, and women throw themselves at me all the time, that I can just be this aggressive guy to all women. Even if you've done that with a girl before, that doesn't mean she wants that right now. Yeah. But she's feeling that way right now. We spoke about it before. It may make it awkward. It's an awkward conversation to have, but you have to be very clear with the woman you're approaching and letting them know, listen, I'm sexually attracted to you. Are you feeling this vibe? No, if not, cool. Because then you end up with allegations like this. And once this is on your name, I don't know Trey personally, but once it's on your name, even if you're found innocent, people will still always look at you in a certain light.
Trey seems to be prepared to defend himself. Trey definitely replied with, I don't know if that means much at all, with text messages showing a woman wanting you. These text messages didn't tell me much at all. He's just one of the few people that is ready right away to talk about it.
But while Rory and Mal initially seemed willing to give him the benefit of the doubt and maintain that he was innocent until proven guilty, it appears that any shred of uncertainty is long gone.
In 15 years, however the long it's going to be, that Trey Songz doc is going to be crazier than the R. Kelly one. Trey Songz is the most nasty, abusive, beats the out of women. Like, he is the scum of the earth. If you ever thought you could surpass an R. Kelly doc, I promise you in 15 years, Trey Songz, his doc will. He's an awful human being. And somebody is going to knock him the out. This isn't one story. This is personal that I know with, I'm not even exaggerating, close to 15 to 20 women, all with the exact same experience that I know not to be liars at all. I'm not talking about the charges that he was charged with. I'm talking about my personal experience with women that I know personally. He's an awful human being.
Despite the fact that the pair usually agree on very little, academics echoed Rory's comments, essentially painting Trey's conduct as though it were an open secret within the industry that many of Trey's peers chose to ignore.
I honestly feel that Trey Songz is going to end up in shackles because there's just too many women. Again, I have no idea what's his body count, how many women he dealt with, but they all have the same story. The thing is, y'all haven't heard the other part of the story yet. Wait till everybody's telling the story about Trey. Start mentioning the strap-on story. When I hear 10 chicks, when they all tell me the same.
By the way, caregivers matter for sure. Shout out to all the good caregivers out there. Much love to you, Be More Sure. It's always good to see you, brother.
Story, I'm like, I fear for whatever his legacy is, and I fear for his actual freedom. I'm telling you this right now. They all tell me the same stories until shackles get slapped on somebody or until there's some big documentary that comes out. Everybody's going to act like they don't hear it.
With insecure Sarunas S. Jackson claiming that he tried to press women but would run from men, it seems that the scales have tipped, and even Trey appears to have acknowledged that something has fundamentally shifted. Ever since Christmas 2021, around the time that Dylan Gonzalez made her first accusation, Trey has laid low across all social media, knowing that any post he makes will come with an influx of comments, and not the kind that he wants to see. And while it's likely that some people will be able to put their feelings aside when he next releases music, there's a large sector of the listening public who will have cast him aside from here on out. No matter what happens, Trey will have to walk on eggshells, as he may be about to learn that no amount of money or fame will allow you to outrun your misdeeds forever. As when your image is built on what many have alleged to be a lie, it only takes something to finally stick for everything to come tumbling down.
Shout out to Hip Hop Madness for that story. And by the way, that came to us from theroot.com. Okay. Child, a lot going on these YouTube streets now. Now, this next story, y'all. This next story, it's going to make y'all smile. You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go.
You see these motherfuckers. Yeah. She be putting them things on you, boy. Them things. I said, babe, I love you to death. But you gonna
Listen, I ain't mad at it. Listen, Nelly, bro, Wakanda forever, brother. Listen. Thick thighs are like pillows you can't get nowhere else. You understand? Listen, it's wonderful. It is a joy. And your life is not the same without them. Okay. I'm happy for Ashanti and Nelly, y'all. Like, come on, I'm happy for them. I really am. Let's look at the comment section here. SMA, she waited 15 years just to be a damn baby mama. Now, come on now. She got a rock on the finger. You can't be a baby mama if you plan this pregnancy and fall in love with the guy you're having a baby with. Still, the guy you have a baby with. The difference between baby mama and mother's child, know the difference. I think they're married. She's definitely rocking a rock. Stop worrying about what rich people do and mind your business. Hey, ooh, child. I agree. Like, can we just be happy that people are happy? Let's see here. Pay attention to who hang on black women in these comments. It ain't the fellas. That part right there. She says she don't want to get married right now. Leave her the uck alone. Love to see. I never understood why people are so mad when people are happy. Exactly. Sir, why haven't you married her? Why don't you have a life? Child, I can't. Just because you get married doesn't mean that you're happy. You know what I mean? So, everybody who is married ain't happy. Everybody who's single ain't sad. So, but that is your show. I'm going to turn off my camera now because I've done the whole show for an hour. Oh, my Lord. By the way, y'all, so I want to show y'all this Black Beyond Measure from Target here. This is really, really cool. So you can register your Black-owned business with Target Supply Diversity and to scale and succeed with Target accelerators. Take advantage of free resources and customized content to build and scale your business. And then here are some accelerator alumni there. Be Rooted from Jasmine Foster, Rosen Skincare, Young King Hair Care, Luna Magic. And then here are some Black-owned brands here. And Target has really been coming through with their stuff here. They really, really have. So just wanted to showcase the love here since it is Black History Month. And you see there are 50 pages worth of products there. So I will drop the link if you guys want to partake in Target's Black Beyond Measure campaign there. All right. So I'm going to drop the link here if you guys would like to come on up. I know some of you are at work, so you may not be able to come up, but we do try to keep it copacetic over here with everything that we do. See, this is why I love doing this show. This is why I love doing this show. Because honestly, you just never know you just never know what you're going to find in the world of the internet and hot topics and pop culture. And I really do love the diversity that we have here. I mean, it's not your typical run of the mill show. We do feature black excellence often and all the time. Really, I mean, I can't tell you how many positive news stories we've done. You know what I mean? So. But yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. There. Woo, man. That was a really good show today. That was a really, really good show. 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 25 seconds. That was actually a really smooth show. We went from Dunkin' Donuts and the thick new syrup with Dunkin' Donuts to thick thighs with Ashanti. Yeah, we go all over the place, don't we? We go all over the place, don't we? Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Oh, I forgot that story there. Yeah, I got to update the thumbnail on that one. So, but yes, indeed, a lot going on for sure. Oh man. Well, it looks like that is the end of our show. It looks like there's no one here except me. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming up. Like I said, that is the website for Target Black owned or founded brands. Target has done a lot of good stuff for the culture, of the culture, and by the culture. And shout out to Target for being so upfront about Black culture in all of their stores for sure. So. And hopefully I can work with Target. I really do. I want to work with big brands. And yes, indeed. So anyway, that is it for our show. With that being said, oh, we got one person in. I think, Castori, are you there? By the way, let me thank everybody for coming through here. Be More Shorty, thank you for coming through. Castori B, thank you for coming through. Nikki News, thank you for coming through. Let's see here. Jazzy J, thank you so much. B&Q Ross, thank you. Sheila Williams, thank you. Cheryl H. Tuff, thank you. I think that was everybody, I think. We do try to make sure that everybody is seen, heard, and embraced over here on this channel. Yes, indeed. Got another show for y'all tonight at 6 p.m. I just got to update the thumbnail with one more story. Just one more story. Just one. Normally I cover 6 topics in one show. But I will say that this story here definitely needs to be a part of the thumbnail. So yes, indeed, 2 people in the building. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We are just chilling at this point. This is the end of the show. We've done all the topics. We covered Dunkin' Donuts having a new syrup. Covered Dunkin' Donuts having a new syrup with Dunkin', their glazed donut. Joe Madison, passed away due to pancreatic cancer or prostate cancer at 74 years old. Delta Airlines has a curated collection of Black movies. Now that's TV. There's a woman named Diamond saying that the CEO is dipping and doing and taking in the profits in more ways than one. Trey Songz and Jaquise got into it, and we talked about Trey Songz, some of the allegations. The Ashanti is pregnant with Nelly's baby, and Nelly is enjoying Ashanti's thick thighs on him. So, I wanted to bring up this one more story. I know, I know. It's like one. It's like I got one. I'm about to go, or like what I'm trying to say, like a Baptist preacher. I got one more thing to tell you. I got 5 more things to tell you, but this right here, I am so excited about, and I want you guys to know about. Y'all know we find out stuff that you may not really know about, but that you kind of need to know about. So, let me get here. So this is a real thing, okay? This is a real thing. This comes to us from chewboom.com. You see it there. Burger King launches $1 million Whopper contest starting today. So basically, Burger King is inviting fans to submit their idea for the next great Whopper innovation for the chance at a $1 million prize. The Flame Grill Whopper currently offers more than 200,000 possible customized combinations. But if you ever want to top the flavorful burger with some savory or sweet and sour showstoppers, then your moment to shine has officially arrived. Here's how you can enter the contest. Burger King fans can go visit BKMDW or the BK app, no purchase necessary, to submit their Whopper creation now through March 17th using their free Royal Perks account. Each submission can include up to 8 toppings. After submitting your entry, BK fans will receive a generated AI image across an original jingle inspired by the Whopper concept that can be shared across the social media platforms. Later this year, 3 Whopper sandwich creations will be selected by the contest judges. The 3 finalists will represent the selected Whopper sandwich ideas will be invited to Burger King headquarters in Miami, where they will have the opportunity to refine their concepts before appearing on menus nationwide for a limited time later this year. Fans will then have the chance to try out the 3 Whopper creations and own their favorite $1 million Whopper. The finalist with the most votes takes home the $1 million prize. Now, I'm not gonna lie. This is too cool. Let me see if I can. Okay, hang on. Let me see here. So I'm actually going to. So I was doing this earlier before I got on with you beautiful people, and I'm going to show y'all the website because y'all know what we do around here. We showcase the website. So here it is here. So let's share this tab instead. So here we go.
So, you're here to make a Whopper. Well, I'm your trusty AI companion, Grillium, and I'll be at your side as you craft your flame grilled creation, a creation that could be worth $1 million. Let's get flame grilling. Good. Now what's on your Whopper?
Burger King Shake 'em Up fries. Let's see here.
What are you cooking?
All right, so this is how you do it, okay? So basically how it works is that you can do an Impossible Whopper or a regular Whopper, and then you just type in ingredients. Now, if you do something crazy, it will showcase a red flash, and there you go. So I just wanted to show y'all that this is a real thing for $1 million, okay? So this is just a rough draft of what you can do. But yeah, I just wanted to show that off to y'all. So I will drop that link I will drop the article to that the chat there if you guys would like to. And good luck to everybody. And not to mention too, how cool is it that for one, even if you don't win the $1 million, okay, your Whopper will be available for a limited time at all BK restaurants across the country. That is quite amazing. So with that being said, enjoy the fireworks for the day that is coming your way. I will see you all tonight for Virtual Tour Live Prime Time Edition. It's going to be a good time. One love, much love, all love. Bye-bye, everybody. Much love. I feel the love. I send it right back to you. Bye, everybody.